Can you change it? No. Can't change it, right? So it does you no good to dwell on it. Sometimes we dwell on maybe bad points, but sometimes we dwell on good points, right? How many times have you guys seen players go, they hit a great shot, they're like, give me applause, give me applause, give me applause. They're still thinking about the great shot that they hit, and then before they know it, before they come back, they realize, oh shoot, I just lost the last 3 points, I didn't even realize it, right? So you cannot change what's happened already in the past. So when you play one point, whether it's good, whether it's bad, just know, hey, come back, play again, whatever point is in front of you, you make sure you give 100% focus.
So that final set, yeah, what was it that made the difference for Eala to come back? Because and were you thinking, when Towson went up those breaks, that it's going to be like the Krejcikova match, or is it going to be like the match against Iga in Madrid, the second match where Eala was up and eventually Iga came back and was quite convincing in the end. So
Right.
what were you thinking?
I honestly thought that there was no way she was gonna come back from being down 1-5, right? But I think there are probably two factors, I would say. One was definitely, we know that Alex is a fighter. She will, even though she's, not maybe not feeling the best energy, not having the most intensity, her level has dipped, that she would still fight until the end. And at the same time, I think the crowd lifted her as well. She did hold serve to make it to 2-5. And after that, she was like, sort of asking the crowd to give her more energy, and I think that gave her momentum to break Clara, and it became 3-5. And then when Clara was going to serve for the match a second time, that's when I think the crucial element really happened, when
all round in terms of her game. She's got that competitive spirit, and she's got a bit of power and athleticism, which is, maybe a bit in contrast to Ayo Ito. But similarly, they are coming up, they're on the rise, and they're looking to make an impact here. And I definitely think it's quite possible that they will meet in that third and final qualifying round and face off against each other for the chance to qualify and make their US Open debuts. But as it turned out, Eala had an amazing turnaround, having been up a set. She lost the second set, but then was down 1-5 in that final set, and then has actually come back to win the match in incredible fashion. We did know, or we did expect, that there would be many Filipino fans in attendance. And wow, certainly they did come out to back her. And yeah, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, how can you express your emotions after that match?
I mean, initially, I guess it was because it was so late, and my nerves were so fried already because it was a long match, and then there were so many ups and downs, so it didn't immediately sink in. But it was her reaction, like how much it meant to her, that really reminded me, like, yes, she is making history for our country at least. Of course, not necessarily, she's not necessarily breaking new ground in terms of tennis overall, but in terms of tennis for the Philippines, it's a huge deal for us to have the first ever player to win a major main draw match in singles, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah, that was
first in the
incredible.
Open era, right?
Yes, first in the open era, yes. So it was really incredible, especially coming from a country that doesn't really produce a lot of tennis players. So
It changes depending on the week. But for example, now I've been just watching more tennis because it's a Australian Open going on. So I'm like, oh my god! And today it happened actually. Carlitos was playing his birth, and I was about to leave the court, and he was break down in the fifth, and I was like, oh my god, is he gonna win or not? And then in the match, I was like, I was playing and I was super focused, but thoughts happen between the match. I'm like, did he win or not? And then and then I asked my brother. I was like, oh, he went out. It's crazy, but yeah, it's depends on the week. It changes.
Yeah, so we open the floor to questions. All
Uh,
right, first here.
First of all, congratulations to the both of you. Can you talk about that second set? You guys were down 5-2. I guess what changed for the both of you that helped you, come back and then win the third set as well?
I think in the beginning of the match, first set and second set, we were still trying to find our rhythm. We were a little bit, I think, slow with our feet, and I think we were trying to just make our opponents play a lot of balls. And we slowly kind of found our way back. I think, on their match point, it was a really, really long point, but we were able to kind of come back from that. I think that was a point where it was a little bit of a turning moment for us, where we could kind of find our way back into the match and find our rhythm again.
I think what kind of strategy are you really using earlier? I think I saw you were using some kind of Australian formation or other stuff there, net team. What kind of strategy?
We started off the match, I think, playing more, like you said, I formation and Australian. We wanted to keep our opponents kind of on their toes and not give a strategy. I think that was too straightforward because I think they knew exactly how we were going to play. And we actually practiced with them earlier this week, and I think we both got a sense of how we were going to play this match. And I think they just started off much better than we did, executing a lot of shots and making us play more points and forcing mistakes from us.
Congratulations, champions. Is that I believe that is what we will refer to you now. My question would be, what do you now feel since you are the inaugural champions of this tournament?
Yeah, I think we are really happy to be a first winner of doubles of this tournament. And I really enjoy my time here. It's a very good tournament for me. So I hope this tournament will be like bigger and bigger, like 250, 500 one day, hopefully.
Last time I said in the prize ceremony, last time I was here was, I think, 16 years ago, playing a under 14 tournament. And so it's been amazing to see how big tennis has grown throughout the years. Coming here, actually at the same venue, I played here as well. And just to see how much it's developed and how many people are coming out to support us has been incredible. And we're very honored that we're the first winners of this tournament. And like Anshoa said, hopefully next year is going to be an even bigger tournament, and we're going to be really excited to come back.
Did you play the Mitsubishi tournament here?
Sorry?
Did you play at the Mitsubishi tournament here?
Exhibition.
Mitsubishi tournament.
No, I'm not sure. It was a under 14 ATF, Asian Tennis Federation tournament.
When was that?
That was in, I think, like 2009.
Wow, a long time.
Yes, so it's been a long time, and I haven't been back to the Philippines since then. So it's been a special experience for me this time.
Yes. Okay.
So in relation to that, 17 years apart, what changed the group to here in the Philippines?
I mean, the most obvious thing I think is how big tennis has become here. I think it's definitely thanks to Alex and her family. She's been a great role model for all the people that are coming out to support and just for the country as well. And I think it's incredible to see, and I hopefully in the same for Hong Kong as well, because we're also not a big country. We're trying our best to, I think, produce a lot of top players now, and hopefully kind of do the same.
Hello and welcome to Tennis Asia TV. You've joined me for this live watch along for the Qatar Open first round match between Alex Eala of the Philippines and Tereza Valentova of Czechia. This is an intriguing matchup. I think obviously they're both young players and yeah, with a lot to prove here. Obviously Alex Eala is coming in not having had a bad start to the year. But you know, bringing a lot of support with her here in Qatar, I believe that it's going to be pretty much a full stadium because you know a lot of Filipinos living in Qatar, in Doha, where this you know tournament is taking place. Tereza Valentova though is a player of great talent, still a teenager, and she is a player who actually has beaten Alex Eala already before. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, that last match, I mean, Tereza Valentova only 18 years of age, but yeah, she does have that previous victory over her. And it was a pretty one-sided 1-2 because Alex Eala could only pick up 3 games. It was 6-1, 6-2. So, yeah, of course, that maybe doesn't bode too well. But yeah, I mean, different situation. Obviously, the court condition is quite different, you know, and that was in Japan, that last match. That was the Japan Women's Open. Certainly, it's the quicker court condition there in Osaka. Here, it's definitely a slower condition of court. The court pace. Although it is during the day, which means that the ball will be a bit more lively and there will be a bit more pace than if it was taking place during the evening. However, I can see the players waiting outside, waiting to take to the court. And it doesn't look actually that full at the moment, the centre court. But the players now are making their way onto the court. I now see Tereza Valentova going on first. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I do think this particular match might be closer than their last meeting. I just think at that particular moment, Alex was not in a particularly good space at that moment. You know, her results had a dip and her performances had dipped. You know, but this year's actually been pretty good. I've been pretty impressed with her level this year. Obviously, semi-finals in Auckland, and not to mention, yeah, just recently the quarterfinal in Abu Dhabi. Also doing pretty well in the doubles there as well. So I mean, yeah, yeah, pretty good results overall in terms of the tournament so far. Yeah, and I've got to say, of course, Valentova on the other hand as well. Shouldn't forget her. She's had a still so young, and you know, she's had a pretty good start to the year as well. Obviously, got some good wins. I mean, she beat Ostapenko in Adelaide, and then got to the third in the Australian Open, beating Maya Joint and Fruitova, her compatriot. Lost to Rika Bakina, but there's no shame in that, which is, of course, this year's Australian Open champion. She went on to win that tournament. And Valentova has come through qualifying. Yeah, I got the wild card. Or no, sorry, didn't. She got in. Originally, she got a wild card, but she got in by her own merit because after withdrawal, she got into the main draw directly without a wild card. Valentova had to qualify, though. So she's come through 2 qualifying matches against Rodionova and Seidel. So yeah, obviously is going to feel good after that, having 2 wins, but they were not easy wins because they're both in 3 sets. And yeah, the last one against Seidel, she had to come back from a set down. Interestingly, you know, in terms of matchup between these two, these are 2 of the best returners on the tour, both of them. They've got an exceptional return game. And you know, in terms of the return points won, you know, return games won, and you know, break points won and stuff like that, Eala and Valentova are going to be right up there. But Valentova brings a bit more of a power in her general hitting, and she hits a big flat ball. I don't think that is necessarily bad for Alex, because I think she likes to have a consistent pace that she can redirect. But obviously, if Valentova is getting on top, you know, she could take control, you know, and dominate Alex. But if Alex is feeling good and is reading the ball well, and she can extend the rallies, I think that probably works in Alex's favor. In general, I mean, I like her ability from the baseline, Alex, and I think she's looked really good this year in terms of that. Of course, the issue is the serve. I mean, I think, yeah, that's obviously going to be an issue for Alex, and we'll see how she does today. I do think that Valentova also, yeah, that's obviously going to be something that Alex is going to want to exploit, you know, the return game, using her return game and try and break Valentova. But it's, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see how it done. As I say, there is quite a bit of support for Alex there. It doesn't look full. I mean, I thought I'd heard that the tickets were looking fairly well sold out. I mean, I would imagine as well, though, this is obviously a weekday. It's obviously Monday, and I think it's about 3 p.m. there in Qatar, in Doha. And certainly, you know, a lot of people could be hoping to attend after they finish work or whatever they're doing. But yeah, anyway, certainly Alex has got support there. I think, you know, surely more than Valentova does. And yeah, and also confirmation as well that Alex, if she does get through, or I should say whoever gets through this match, they will have to play another Czech player, because that match has already been finished. And it was Jacqueline Christian who lost to Karolina Mukova. So Karolina Mukova, the 14 seed, won 6-2, 6-3. And yeah, and I should mention as well that Alex Eala has played, I think, at least 10 matches against Czech opposition and lost every match, including obviously against Valentova before. So Alex is looking to get her first win against Czech players. And, you know, if she wants to get through, she's going to have to beat 2 of them. So, yeah, I mean, of course, records are there to be broken. I doubt that that's going to be a record that's going to continue forever. She's going to have a victory, you know, against a Czech player, if not today. But yeah, I do think, you know, Valentova is the favorite based on her pedigree. I mean, she has a lot of talent. I mean, the first time I really watched her was in actually the 125 final when she played against Lanlanataru of Thailand, and that was in a WTA 125 final. And I was really impressed because Lanlana started off really well, but the way Valentova came on to eventually dominate the match, I mean, yeah, she's got a great ground strokes, okay, big flat hitter. And yeah, as I say, when she can get in, if she's in the zone, she'll come and dominate. But as I say, like, being 18, it means that, you know, she's still getting used to playing at this level somewhat, and you know, she's not going to be winning or be at the level. It's going to take a while for her to find that consistency on the tour. And yeah, obviously Alex, I think she started pretty well. She's going to be feeling pretty good coming into this, I think. So yeah, nice tournament in Abu Dhabi, the way she came back and won that round of 16 match against Sasnovich, and then actually a pretty decent performance against Alexandrova. I mean, I don't, you know, as well how fit. I mean, she's been carrying few knocks, let's say. Sorry, a bit of issue with her leg. But, you know, there's problems with her shoulder and whatnot. But, you know, that's quite typical players. They're also going to be carrying little issues here and there. It's just a case of, I mean, how serious it is. But, I mean, it's seemingly manageable. And I don't think, you know, because she had strapping on her leg before. I don't really see it anymore. So that's a good sign from Alex's perspective. So, yeah, let's just hoping for, both players being fit and being a good match, because I'm quite looking forward to this. Okay, so let's try and get some visuals up for you. And there they are, the two players who are about to play. Of course, Alex is playing Valentova. Some sort of similarities, isn't there, a bit in the flags of the two nations? Philippines, though, with that sun symbol, and of course the arrangement is different. But yeah, of course, the Czechia, a great tennis nation. The number of players that the Czech Republic has produced, particularly on the women's side, but both men's and women's, you know, great players over the years. You know, slam winners and so many players they've got nowadays, and it's of course an impressive thing. I've been to that country, and it is noticeable that, you know, you do see a lot of tennis courts and people playing tennis. I think Alex is, with the way she's been playing, is starting to, you know, make tennis more popular there. I've talked to people in the Philippines, and they're taking up tennis because of Alex. So, you know, there's going to be future tennis players coming out because of her and what she's done in this game. So they have now taken to the court, and Alex is on the court and is missed her first serve, but she's going to take a second serve now. So Alex Eala to serve. Oh, and that's a serve that's gone long, so it's not a good start for Alex. Obviously, double fault there, but it's just the first point of the match. Alex this time wearing a sort of blue and black, is it, kit? Okay, this first serve goes in this time, and Valentova does return. There was a bit of a rally, and then Valentova tried to go up the line with that backhand, but it went into the tram line. So 15 all. Error there, so it's 15-30. We got someone here watching from Venezuela. Well, first serve into the net there, so second serve now at 15-30. This is, of course, is a crucial point. Don't want to go to 15-40. Oh, was a good return from Valentova. She's getting top of this rally, but Alex is hanging on. Oh, but then she sends that backhand long down the middle. So that means it is 15-40 and 2 break points for Valentova. As I said, Valentova also one of the top returners on the tour. And definitely that is stronger for her than her serve. But it's the same situation with Alex. And, you know, there could be a few breaks in this match. Either way, that's what I'm going to say. But Alex in trouble now at 15-40. Second serve down the tee is in. Oh, but Valentova returns that pretty well. But then Alex sends her forehand long, so it's a break. And the first game goes to Valentova. So not a good start, of course, for the Filipina. But it's early days, and we know Alex can fight back. There is now quite a lot of Filipino fans that I can see in that stadium, and the stadium has filled up quite a lot. So, yeah, certainly Alex is not going to complain about that. She's certainly, it can help her to have that kind of support. It can help any player. when you have good support. And you can see our parents there alongside a coaching team. So Valentova now to serve. She goes out wide, but Alex reads it. Alex is hanging in there, trying to extend the rally, and she's extending it well now. She's being pretty aggressive. Oh, but that was a great backhand into the corner there by Valentova. And that is a good point there for Valentova. 15-love. And yeah, that's going to be the difficult there for Alex to deal with. Oh, that was a serve down the tee, but the return goes long. And body language is good for the young Czech. Good serve down the tee there, but Alex gets a racket to it, but the ball goes long. So it's 40-love. And yeah, not obviously not a great start from a Filipino perspective. Serve now for Valentova at 40-love. It's into the net though. Second serve it will be, and Alex will probably try and step in and maybe go for broke here. Yeah, she does go big on that return, Alex. And that was a great return. And she steps in with the backhand, and Valentova couldn't do anything with that. So it's 40-15 and a point. First point for Alex on the Valentova serve. Oh, that was the serve out wide that Alex did read, and she got across it, but her ball went cross court, the backhand, just into the tram lines. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good attempt, but yeah, just failing to execute there. And it's 2-love to Tereza Valentova. So Alex to serve now. Goes down the middle, and it is returned pretty well by Tereza Valentova. Yes, eventually the Tereza Valentova's forehand going long, so that was a bit better. Alex was able to get the serve in, and she wasn't getting behind in the rally. As I say, if she can extend the rallies a bit more, I do fancy Eala to be able to more often than not come out on top of those points, and definitely that's what she's going to do. But yeah, that was good though. Good first serve, and she followed it up with a 1-2 with the punch. Yeah, the forehand winner. So that was a nice winner there from Alex. So 30-love. Much better start in this service game for Alex. Goes down the middle with this service in. Of course, Valentova returns, and we're in a bit of an extended exchange now, but she goes big with that forehand, Valentova. Alex Eala is there. And she's hanging in the rallies there. Oh, and a big forehand there from Valentova going back in behind Alex. It hits off the net cord and lands in. Yeah, so a bit of fortune there, I guess, for Valentova, but yeah, Alex was rooted to the spot. So good point there from Valentova, and it's 15-30. Or sorry, I should say 30-15. It's Alex Eala's serve. So ball's in. She's got... Yeah, that's... The forehand is doing damage, in particular for Valentova. And that was a good play there. She managed to get on top of that rally, and it's 30-all. Yeah, and you say you got to be careful, of course. Valentova is a great returner. Good serve down the middle, though, from Alex. She's having to be aggressive here. Valentova's doing well, though. Alex has got to try and be aggressive. Oh, that was a drop shot there from Valentova. It was a good idea, but it was into the tram line, so it's out. And yeah, Alex Eala comes through that point. It's 40-30. I think maybe a bit of a mistake, that decision there from Valentova. She kind of got a bit impatient, I would say. Maybe she's worried of not wanting to extend the rallies too much, but yeah, taking a chance there and it doesn't work out. So 40-30. Alex Eala with a game point. Oh, the serve out wide is just out. Too far wide. Now a second serve. Down the middle. There's a good swerve on that serve. And Alex Eala has followed it up well. Oh, she's using the slice now. She's going to go big with the forehand. Yeah, that was a great forehand. Cross court. Good winner there from Alex Eala, and the crowd liked that one. And the first game on the board for the Filipina. And our fans are ecstatic to be able to see that kind of play from their girl. Okay, so where are you watching from? Isn't it great to be able to see this 1,000 event? And, you know, actually, we don't, looking at, you know, obviously Doha, and, you know, it's early in the week. Mondays tend to have, you know, certainly many fewer fans than later in the week. But the popularity of Alex is such that, you know, there is actually quite a good crowd there today. And yeah, bringing the atmosphere. And I'm sure Valentova probably appreciates that to some degree as well. Although maybe she'd prefer if they were more on her side, of course. But I think, you know, playing with no fans is not necessarily better. So results going elsewhere, I should mention, Clara Tauson is down a set. 6-4. Siniakova leads. Katerina Siniakova, another Czech player. And Siniakova's actually taken the break at the start of the second set. Yeah, so many Czech players. One player that did lose, though, was Buzkova, who lost to Victoria Mboko, the talented Victoria Mboko, winning 7-5, 6-2. Also in this tournament, we do have the return, seemingly, of Zheng Qinwen, the Paris Olympic gold medalist. Yes, and that's obviously something a lot of people have been looking forward to. You know, the Chinese #1 player, and she's been out for a while. So, yeah, it's good to have her back for sure for women's tennis. But now Valentova to serve. It was a good return from Alex, but she's on the back foot here. Okay, that was better. She got into the rally. And sometimes it's just about managing to get the balls back and hoping your opponent makes an error. You know, most points in tennis actually come from errors, and that was an error there from Valentova, the backhand into the net. So it's love 15. Oh, that was a good serve, though, from Valentova down the tee. And not much Alex could do about that. 15 all. So another serve from Valentova, this time down the middle, and it's a good return there from Alex. She's going to be aggressive here. Oh. Alex has got an opportunity here, but she's maybe holding back a little bit. Oh, but she hangs on, Alex. That was another extended rally. And again, Alex Eala comes out on top. The error eventually coming from Valentova on that forehand side. So as I say, yeah, when she does extend those rallies, she's got much more chance of Valentova making an error. Valentova prefers to, you know, obviously be a bit more aggressive and try and, you know, with the weapons that she has, you know, good, strong hitting on both sides. But, you know, with that forehand, she wants to dominate. But yeah, as I say, Alex is doing pretty well so far in this game. Good return again from Alex. A backhand. And Valentova's forehand goes into the net. So I say there could be quite a few breaks here, but already Eala's about to break back. It's 15:42 break point opportunities for the Filipina. Can she take this now? Oh, as Valentova retakes the serve after stopping that ball toss. Oh, and that was worth it because she went right down the tee and that landed right on the line, and that is a really nice ace from the Czech player. So 1 break point saved. Still another chance here for Alex Eala. Can she do it? Well, that was down the middle this time. Alex with the aggression, though. Alex is really hitting with intent here. Oh, that's great play from Alex Eala. The aggression there and some really good backhands. Just down the middle, though, but enough to push Valentova back. And, you know, sometimes it's not about hitting winners. It's about trying to be aggressive and get your opponent, not allow them to get into a position on the front foot. And, yeah, just Alex being consistently aggressive from the baseline there, and she comes out on top. That was really good work by her, and it's 2-all. So already starting better than their last match from Ayala's perspective, because I think that went 6-1 to Valentova in their last meeting in Osaka. Okay, and that was the return there from Valentova into the net. She may be disappointed with that one, but I think just misreading the Eala's serve. And we know that, you know, she doesn't have much pace, Eala, but she can hit a lot of swerve with that lefty, you know, that lefty serve. And so sometimes it comes in a bit awkward for her opponents. Obviously, she'd like to have more pace in general, but it's still good to, you know, just being a lefty as well, does have some advantages. Okay, so another serve here, second serve from Alex. Oh, it's out. It was quite far out. So it's a double fault and it's 15-all. Oh, yeah, that was served down the tee, but it was pretty soft, and Valentova was there to hit the winner. A good backhand winner there from Valentova. So it's 15-30. And of course, Alex will not want to go down a break again after having just got that break back. Stronger serve down the middle, though, from Alex. And then she hits a beautiful forehand up the line. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Alex in terms of she has been aggressive, and when she's had those opportunities she's been taking them without making errors. So obviously it's early in this match, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing from the back of the court from Alex. But that's another second serve now, coming at 30-all. It is in. Good return, though, from Valentova, but Alex is there to it. Good aggression there from Alex. Oh, I'm loving the aggression. That's a forehand winner this time. And Valentova looking a little bit slow there too. And yeah, I'm liking this aggression from Alex. She seems in the zone, I must say, at the moment. And that is a beautiful finish there from her. 40-30, and now a chance for Alex to take the lead. And that's a good serve out wide. That's returned by Valentova into the net. First time that Alex takes the lead. It's 3-2 to the Filipina. And the crowd are loving that. And I must say, I'm impressed with the way Alex has come out here, because obviously starting off, yes, it wasn't a good start, obviously, to lose serve. But nonetheless, I mean, since then, I'm just, her play from the back of the court, obviously, she's got a plan to try and be, she's got to try and be aggressive and be on the front foot. She doesn't want to get pushed back, and obviously stay in those rallies as much as possible and be aggressive. And yeah, I'm just impressed at the moment with the way Alex has come out here. And I like it when she's able to be aggressive and, take that ball early, because, she actually can connect with the ball very well. She hits pretty clean, and I like it when she does that. And yeah, when she does that, she's a really exciting player to watch. And yes, elsewhere, what's going on elsewhere? I'm going to have a look at some of the scores here for you on the screen. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe get them bigger up for you. So you can see Emma Navarro and Tatiana Maria just started. Siniakova up a set and a break. Wang Jinyu won. China's Wang Jinyu won earlier. Of course, she played and beat Eala not too long ago in quite a dramatic match that was. Good serve, though, to start off from the Czech. It's 15-love. Betsy says, good luck, Alex. Where are you watching from, Betsy? Second serve now for Valentova. Oh, wow. Look at that return there from Alex. That's a return winner with the forehand. 15-all. Sorry, the scoreboard on the screen there is a bit slow. Okay, now we can see it. 15-all. Serve into the net was a bit of a cheer there from the crowd, which is not really good form. But and the second serve goes into the net, so it's a double fault. And there's a bit of a cheer. So it's 15-30, and this is a key point because Alex obviously can bring up 2 break points if she can win this from Valentova. She'll be hoping to get a first serve here. And she does, but Alex is there, and that is a tremendous return again. Just great reading of the play, but also getting that forehand. It wasn't easy because that was a fairly strong serve. She puts her forehand cross-court right into the corner, and not much Valentova could do about that. And it's 15-40, 2 breakpoint opportunities for the Filipina. That's returned again well. Ooh, this time the error, though, from Alex. And there hasn't been many of those, to be fair. Bit of an extended rally there, and the forehand going into the net. But I think, yeah, just wasn't quite set with that one. Not quite timing the ball well enough. But it's fine. It's still another break point here, 30-40. Oh, that was Valentova going down the middle. Ball is out. Second serve now. Oh, it's a double fault as it just hits off the net cord and back on her side of the net. So that is a break for Alex Eala. And it's 4-2 that she now leads. 4-2. Now, at the moment, you have to say Alex Eala has been playing, I think, the more impressive tennis. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Valentova is starting off a bit better, but you know she has shown her glimpses of what she can do. But very impressive so far from Alex, and again, just looking really sharp as it ends with a Valentova slice that goes out. Yeah, but Alex is looking really sharp and really rushing Valentova here, and if that's the plan, it's going right to plan. Okay, so second serve now from Alex. Good swerve on that one, but that's a good return there from Valentova. And yeah, she did well with that one. So it's 15 all. Yeah, we should remember that Alex was behind, you know, love 2, now up at 4-2 after winning 4 games in a row. Oh, another great aggression against from Alex. Oh, this time her forehand just missed though. Just into that tram line, into the tram lines, and yeah, it's 15-30. I mean, she'd done good work there at Eala, but she's got to try and maybe not get carried away. Obviously, crucial moment here. Oh, and an extended rally there. That was good play from both of them. Alex was working hard, but the ball down the middle, Eala hits the forehand into the net, and it's 15-40. So 2 breakback opportunities now. I did say there could be a few breaks going each way in this match, but yeah, still chance for Alex to stay in this, but it's 2 break points for the Czech. Oh, that's serve out, so it's going to be a second serve. Oh, yeah, it wasn't a bad second serve. A little bit short, but a bit of pace, but it was struck fairly cleanly. And yeah, the return from Valentova goes into the net. She was trying to be aggressive, but I think, yeah, just it coming in a bit shorter threw her off. And yeah, so in 1 break point saved. Oh, Eala's serve goes out wide, and the return goes into the tram line. So Eala holds on. It's deuce. And that was pretty good serve, actually, out wide under pressure. Yeah, you know, for a lefty, when you're on that ad side, to go out wide like that, it's a useful shot. And, you know, Eala, at times, yeah, that does come in handy for her. Okay, so first serve. It's now going to be a second serve now at deuce here. Oh, that was a great return, though, from Valentova. It was a return winner. I mean, I guess it was close to line. Eala wants to see the replay, but you know, it's automatic line calling. Oh, wow. It's just a tiny piece of the line that Valentova's return took, but you know, even if it's a tiny bit in, it's 100% in. Oh, it's a second serve now, though, from Eala. Advantage Valentova. Oh, that was, yeah, wasn't a bad second serve at all from Alex, but that was a brilliant return winner on the forehand side from Valentova, and she breaks back. So it's 4-3. Alex Eala still with the lead. Yeah, this first round clash is certainly much more of a contest than their last meeting, as I explained before. You know, they played before, but it was very one-sided. That was back in Osaka, with Valentova winning 6-1, 6-2. So yeah, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from Eala and how she's played and how she's approached this match. And yeah, she's been very good. And it's a case of Valentova sort of stepping up to get the break back there. So, you know, both players showing, you know, good play and showing their strengths. So far, I mean, it's actually 22 points to 21 in favor of Eala. So yeah, of course, it's a very close match, and maybe we can see some of the match stats up here. Okay, doesn't seem to be coming up. But what's your prediction from here? Obviously, Eala's up 4-3. How do you think the match is going to go? So Valentova of Czechia now about to serve at 3-4. Valentova, 18 years of age. That's a tremendous return there on the backhand side, going cross court. Brilliant angle found by Eala, and it's love 15. That's served out long by Valentova. So second serve it will be in. Of course, Alex is going to be waiting to pounce here. Yeah. And that just hits off the tape again. That's happened a few times by Valentova and bounces out. So it's a double fault, and it's love 30. And, you know, Eala, I think, you know, she gets in players' heads. I mean, she's so aggressive, especially on that second serve. And one of the best returners in the game. So is Valentova, but I think the way the intensity that Alex has come out here is a bit intimidating. But obviously, yeah, that was a good serve out wide though from Valentova, and it's 15-30. Oh, that's a let. The first serve from Valentova just clipping the tape and landing in. So yes, another first serve. Good serve down the middle though from Valentova, but Alex is hanging in there. Oh, that forehand from her just going long. It was very deep, but yeah, I think it was long. And yeah, as I say, it's automatic line calling, so you can't challenge anyway. You know, what's decided is decided, and it's 30 all. Valentova, but Alex gets there. It was a decent first serve, but Alex managed to get the return back fairly deep, and Valentova makes an error on that forehand side. I think, you know, maybe Valentova wasn't expecting the return to come back quite that well because it was a decent first serve, but just Alex is reading it really well right now, and she has another breakpoint opportunity here. Serve down the middle from from Valentova, and Alex does get there, but it goes long, so it's going to be deuce again on the Valentova serve. As she checks her ball toss again and bounces the ball again now, going for the first serve, Valentova. Down the middle. And that was well executed. And the return goes long from Eala, so it's advantage Valentova. So surviving break point again, Valentova. Or is she? Let's see how this point. Again, she checks her ball toss. Oh yeah, it was a good serve down the middle. Alex couldn't do much, and a big cry of yes from Valentova as she takes that game point. It is 4 games all. And that was a good hold from the Czech player. So 4 games all. So Alexandra Eala to serve. Oh, that was a beautifully placed serve down the tee. Swerve on it, and not quite an ace because Valentova did get a touch on it, but it was just as effective as an ace, and it's 15 love. Oh, she's going big down the middle again, but that was way long this time. Yes, now this second serve from Alex. Oh, I mean, Valentova was waiting for that, but she's going to be disappointed because obviously going big with that backhand, but it goes long. And it's 30 love to the Filipina. Oh! Oh, wow. I mean, that was quite an very interesting rally. Alex Eala is requesting a video review because Valentova got to the ball, but Alex thinks it might have been a knot up, which means that the ball might have bounced twice before Valentova got to it. So the umpire is now reviewing the video evidence, the replay, to see whether the ball did in fact bounce twice. And if it did, then Alex Eala will win the point. But Valentova, I mean, it wasn't immediately clear. I thought she got to it. I mean, it looked like a pretty good drop shot, but yeah, I think Valentova did get there. And that was a good shot. So perhaps, yeah, that's a good shot from Valentova. I think Alex just maybe a bit surprised, obviously, that because she'd hit a pretty good drop shot, but it was a good get by Valentova. And from what I can see on the replay, it does look like, you know, it was not a double bounce, and she got her racket onto the ground, and it was a good shot. Yeah, so Alex got, obviously, Valentova got to the ball, and then Alex was also there, but she hit the ball into the net. So Valentova won the point. So call was confirmed. So it's 30-15. So 30-15 and Alex Eala to serve again. Good serve down the middle, but it's returned pretty well. Oh, and that was an extremely deep backhand from Alex Eala. I thought it might have been going long, but it must have just hit the line. And then Valentova's ball goes long. She probably didn't expect that would land in quite like that, but there you go, Alex Eala. Great play there from her. 40-15 now, and 2 game points. Serve lands in. Oh, yes. Valentova going big on that forehand, but again, it goes long. And it's Alex Eala who holds on at 5-4, and the crowd, numerous Filipino fans there, are loving it. And I have to say, I'm impressed, though, in general, with Alex Eala's intensity. And we've seen a few errors come off the Valentova racket at times on that, more on that forehand side. Obviously, that's where it's also a weapon of hers, but yeah, I'm just, that's partly just because of the intensity that Alex has brought. I mean, she's having to try and be aggressive, get the balls deep. As Valentova sits with a towel over her head, or maybe trying to block out the noise around her, be with her own thoughts. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty exciting match, I have to admit, so far. I mean, even if you're a neutral, it's a quite an engaging watch, this one. And yeah, this would be great if obviously if Alex could get a win here. I mean, it would be her first win against a Czech player. And yeah, so she's played Czech players more than 10 times, and yeah, hasn't won any of them. I mean, I know the Czech Republic produces a lot of good tennis players, but it's still a strange record that you would think that she would have beat some Czech players. But yeah, beating a player like Valentova would certainly be a great player to beat, to break that record. But now Valentova out to serve to stay in this first set. First serve. It is served well. She got it in. And yeah, Alex Eala returned it high into the air, but Valentova was there to hit the drive volley away. So 15 love. Valentova serves and it goes long. Alex stepping forward a bit, just inside the baseline for this second serve. How aggressive is she going to be? Quite aggressive there with the backhand. And that is great work on that backhand that draws the error again on the forehand side from Valentova. 15 all. Yeah, really some sweetly struck backhands there doing the job for Alex. Again, yeah, good serve down the middle. Alex gets a racket on it and does return it. But Valentova steps in and finishes with a nice forehand winner. And that's 30-15. Serve now from Valentova, down the middle. Oh, Alex is continuing that aggression. Good baseline rat exchange there, but that was a great backhand from Valentova, the winner. Cross court. Very nice shot there from the Czech player. Still only 18 years old, Valentova. One of the most exciting prospects in the women's game right now. And that ball goes long there from Valentova. A second serve it will be. Oh, Alex Eala stepped in there, but her backhand goes into the net, and it's 5 games all as Valentova holds. An exciting match here on the center court in Doha. The Qatar Open, of course, is a WTA 1000 event. A lot of points on the line. Yes, 1,000 points for the winner. A lot of prize money as well. Serve down the tee from Alex is in. And now we're in a bit of an exchange. Some slices from both players. Oh, and the slice from Valentova, the backhand, goes into the net. Yeah, so 15 love here. Where are you watching from? I imagine plenty of you in the Philippines, but we've seen people posting from elsewhere around the world. Oh, serve down the tee from Alex. That was a good serve, well placed. And yeah, follows it up with a nice backhand, deep, aggressive. Valentova couldn't do too much with that. And it's 30 love to the Filipina. And first serve for Alex. Down the tee again. Pretty well placed. Oh, but after the ball returned, she followed up with a backhand cross court that went out. And it's 30-15. It's been an engaging match, this one. Serve out wide from Alex. It is returned well from Valentova. Oh, but she hits her forehand. Court had opened up. Short ball, and Valentova hit her forehand into the net. She's going to be disappointed with that. And it's 40-15 to Alex Eala. First serve now from Alex Eala. Out wide this time. Oh, that's a nice chip back by Valentova. And we're in a bit of an extended exchange now. Alex Eala doing her best to be aggressive, hitting the ball deep, and it comes out on top again. That was good work from Alex. And it's 6-5 to Alex Eala. And the crowd is getting louder and louder. I think there might be more people. It definitely looks like it's filled up compared to earlier. As Alex now takes a bite of her banana. Yes, it's been quite a lengthy set already, right? I mean, I don't know what the time in the clock. Yeah, 46 minutes gone so far. And it's 6-5 to Eala. Can she break now? This is her chance to take the first set. Otherwise, we go into a tie break. It should be a 7-point tie break. And I think the tournament organisers, very much happy to have Alex on centre court with the number of fans that she brings. Just obviously nice for them to be able to sell more tickets. And of course, if she does make it through, I'm going to see plenty more fans coming out for her, I'm sure. And Alex, she's been playing exceptionally well in this match. I've been just really impressed with how aggressive she's been and the depth of her ball striking. I mean, she's having to take a little bit of risk. I mean, I think that's the right way to play now against Valentova, with that intensity. But she's been doing very well. And yeah, now it's Valentova who has to serve now to stay in this first set. Serve now for Valentova. Out wide, but it's out. And of course, second serve. Alex will be smelling an opportunity here. What's she going to do? Yes, great return, but Valentova's staying within it. Yeah, Valentova did well to stay in the rally there, and it was Eala with the forehand into the net. Oh, serve was pretty good from Valentova and it was returned well by Alex Eala. Another extended exchange, but then the forehand again going long. We've had a few forehands go long from Alex. I mean, I don't know if her feet was quite set. So I should be a bit disappointed about that, but it's 30 love to Valentova. She still needs 2 more points to take this game and push it into a tiebreak. Oh. Wow. So that serve was okay from Valentova. The return from Alex dropping very short, and Valentova has to step forward and her slice goes into the net. So it's 30-15. Decent return there from Alex, but oh yeah, she uses the lob there, Alex. But Valentova's there to finish with the drive volley, the forehand winner. And yeah, it's 40-15. And it looks like we're going into a tiebreak unless Alex wins the next 2 points. At least the next 2 points. And yeah, that was a good serve out wide, followed up with a good forehand winner there from Valentova. So we are into a tiebreak. And this is tense, yeah. And I feel like, though, from Alex's point of view, my own feeling is that she needs to win this tiebreak to win the match. I mean, I know that she's a good fighter. Maybe can't rule her out, but with the weight quality that Valentova has, I think Alex is definitely, because Valentova, she's held her ground well in this match. Oh, that's a serve long there from Alex. She's the one starting off serving, so it's going to be a second serve now. Okay, it is in, and we are in a bit of a exchange cross court. Oh, that was a good backhand, quite deep there. I mean, I think Valentova was looking to be aggressive, and that backhand coming in quite deep and then forcing Valentova into an awkward position, and her forehand goes out, and it is 1-0 to start this tiebreak. 1-0 for Eala. And now, of course, Valentova now to serve. And that was clipped the top of the net, so it's going to be a let and another first serve for Valentova. Oh, good return there from Alex Eala with a backhand. Oh, and again, the ball was coming up bit high for Alex, and she goes big on that forehand, and it's into the net. We've had a few forehand errors, so she's maybe got to check that. But yeah, it's 1-1 all. Oh, the serve out wide there. Too far wide from Valentova, so it's a second serve. Yeah, just inside the baseline, but she's stepping forward, and that is beautifully timed with the backhand. Is she going to finish at the net? Yes, she is. And that's good aggression there from Alex, and that is a 2-1 lead now, getting that early mini break. Of course, it's still early in this tie break, but good play there from Eala, taking her chance. Yeah, pretty slow serve from Valentova, that second serve. Only 124 kilometers an hour. Oh, but that serve's gone out from Alex, and she will have her second serve. Oh, that was good. Good aggression there from Valentova, and she gets the point back. It's 2 points all. Oh, this time again, Valentova forehand into the net, and the court, she had time there. Again, she's going to be disappointed with that, Valentova. So on serve in this tiebreak, it's 3-2 to Alex Eala. Valentova will now take her 2 serves. Oh, that was a great serve down the tee and ace from Valentova. It's 3 all, and that means they will now change ends. It's been a really close and exciting match, this, and yeah, and I suppose fitting in a way that it is into a tie break here, but it's 3 all, and now Valentova to serve for this point. Oh, that was good play by Valentova at the net. I mean, Alex was scrambling well, but Valentova is there to finish off the volley on the forehand side, and yeah, good coverage by Valentova, and she leads in the tiebreak 4-3. Still on serve in this tiebreak. Yeah, Eala now with the first serve. Oh, but the forehand there going long from Alex. Just a bit too long, and it's 5-3 now to Valentova. It was a decent return, yeah, from Valentova, and Alex trying to be aggressive but sending that ball long. But now she has another serve. Down the tee, it was a bit better. Oh no, she's sending that that backhand into the tram lines from Eala, and now it's 3 set points for Valentova as she leads 6-3. And I have to say, I don't think that's, well, we'll see how this goes, but I fancy Valentova to take the match if she does take this first set, but let's see. Serve down the tee, but it's out. Second serve from Valentova. Aggressive return there from Alex Eala, but it does come back, but she does finish it with the forehand cross-court winner, and that is 1 set point saved by the Filipina. So it's 6-4 to Valentova. She'll still have a chance to take this set, though, on her serve. Valentova. Now with the first serve, is she going to go out wide? No, it's down the tee and it's just out. That was close. Oh, and that's a beautiful return winner on the forehand side from Alex Eala. A forehand winner off that serve, and that is now 6-5 Valentova. Still a set point again for Valentova, but this time Alex Eala is going to serve. Can she come back here? She has to win this point. The serve lands in, but it's going to be a big return from Valentova. Aggression there. This is quite a rally. Oh, and the forehand goes long from Valentova. A big roar come on from Eala, and she hangs on. It's 6-0. 3 set points saved by the Filipina. And that is impressive to come up with that kind of play on that final set point. You know, I should know better than to rule out Alex in these situations. But yeah, still not over, but she hangs on. It's 6-all, and she'll come out to serve now for another point on her serve. Alex Eala. Alex Eala now to serve. Does land in. Oh, but that's down the middle, and Valentova could hit that away easily. That's a forehand winner there from Valentova, and it's 7-6, and she'll get another chance to serve and take a set point. So another 4th set point for Valentova. 7-6 here. First serve here from Valentova. Oh, it's into the net. It's going to be a second serve. Oh, with the aggression there from Alex, but she hits the backhand into the net. And that is the first set to Valentova. 7-6, 8-6 in that tiebreak. And just over an hour later, 62 minutes on the clock. Yeah, first set to Valentova, and that's a tough one there for Alex. And, you know, there wasn't much in it. Just, you know, it's so tight, and that's just tennis. But I think that was overall, I mean, it's 44 points, 1-40 for Valentova. So, yeah, 4 points making the difference, actually. 2 in the tiebreak, though, which mattered. And yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with the way Alex has been playing, but it's Valentova is the player who came out on top, and yeah, just that little bit more quality there at the end. I mean, Alex was having to be really aggressive, and I was impressed with how she was able to keep that up. But maybe the level started to dip a little bit towards the end. But, good effort. I mean, obviously, last time they played, Valentova won 6-1, 6-2. Certainly, it's been much more competitive than that. And yeah, we'll see what happens now, but it's maybe going to be difficult because I think Valentova, obviously up now, she's looking pretty strong and she might relax a little bit. But yeah, we can't count out Alex. I mean, we know that she's such a fighter and we know how she did. I mean, that match against Sasnovich was quite amazing the way she was able to come back. So elsewhere, though, you can see some other results. We've got Emma Navarro, the 12th seed, just taking the first set against Tatiana Maria. Elsewhere, Siniakova has knocked out the 11th seed, Clara Towson. Yastremska coming through a long 3-setter against Kristina Buksha. Elsewhere, Wang Jinyu won 6-1, 7-5 against Arango. And then Linda Nozgava, straight sets. And already, Zhang Chenwen is down a break early against Sophia Kenin. Elsewhere, I've got Emma Raducanu playing against Camila Osorio. That is, Osorio recently won the tournament in Manila, the WTA 125, the Philippine Women's Open. Elsewhere as well, we've got Janice Chen taking on Beatrice Haddad Maya. Janice Chen, of course, of Indonesia. So Valentova started off with serving. Oh, and that is a beautiful point to start from Alex Eala. I mean, a great rally, but then she comes forward, Alex, with a lovely little drop volley. Just beautiful. And that lands on the line. And certainly Alex is coming out with intent early in this second set. Love 15. Again, great aggression from Alex, but ending with the backhand from hers up the line into the net, though. And it's 15-all. Oh, and that's an ace down the tee from Valentova. Yes, she screams. That's the fourth ace of the match for Valentova. None so far for Alex Eala. That was a decent serve, decent pace on that one. Well placed. And Alex tried to get her forehand in, but it goes into the net. 40-15. Oh, what a backhand cross court. That winner there was beautifully struck by Alex Eala. Yeah, the slice followed up with an amazing backhand winner there from Alex Eala. 40-30. So, still a game point, though, for the Czech. She hits the first serve down the tee. It is returned pretty well by Alex. But eventually, yes, eventually she's able to cover the net, Valentova, and finish. And it's the first game taken by the 18-year-old from Czechia. As the stadium is filled up even more, but it's Valentova leading 7-6, 1-love. I would imagine most of them there to watch Alex. a lot of work here to do for Alex. I mean, you know, I don't think it's going to come easily. You know, Valentova's not going to be easy to break down. So yeah, I mean, definitely the game plan. She's got to stick to it, I think, Alex. But it's hard because I think she's having to play with an intensity that's, you know, it's hard to keep that up in terms of, you know, you're going to make maybe some errors at some point. But let's see how it goes. Okay, second serve now for Alex Eala. Down the middle. Oh, yeah, that was good. Opening up with the forehand inside out into the corner there. I like, you know, when she hits that early, it's a really nice shot, and that's doing the damage there. 15 love. Oh, drop shot there from Valentova, but Alex Eala does get there, but Valentova's there to finish off. Yeah, it was a pretty good drop shot, actually, from Valentova. Yeah, so she's not just about strong hitting from the back of the court, Valentova. She does have some of that finesse in her locker. Second serve it's going to be for Alex Eala. So decent first serve. Second serve. Ooh, the forehand though there from Alex into the net. Serve down the middle this time from Alex. The first set was pretty good, but now in an extended exchange, there's a slice thrown in by Valentova. Oh, the forehand going out there. She was going aggressive cross court, Alex, but it's out, and she looks quite disappointed with that. It's 15-40 and 2 breakpoint opportunities at the start of this second set for the Czech player. Obviously, this would not be a great start for Alex, but that is actually how the first set started off. In terms of, well, it was in the first game there was a break, but Alex went behind 2-0 and then won the next 4 games. Oh, there was a short serve there from Alex, and then Valentova, you know, she really could have won that point, but her return just goes long, and yeah, she's going to be disappointed with that. But Alex does save 1 break point, so it's 30-40. Oh, she's going down the middle, Alex, but the serve is out. Second serve now, and surely Valentova is going to be waiting to pounce here. She looks intently. Yeah, and she does get it this time. It was a forehand winner there from Valentova stepping in. And yeah, it's now 2 games to love lead in this second set, and she'll have a chance to serve. So yeah, this is not a great position, obviously, for Alex to be in here. And Valentova is, yeah, showing positive body language here. Of course, Alex doesn't want to go home after just, well, she won't be going home. I think they'll be going to Dubai next, but obviously doesn't want to go out in the first round. Second serve now for Valentova. Alex steps in there though. She was going for big aggression, but it returned into the net. So 15 love. She's going to be disappointed about that. Serve out. So it's going to be second serve for Valentova. Oh, good return there, though, this time on the forehand. Just opening up with that, Eala. So it's 15 all. Of course, certainly, Eala's going to have chances to break back. I mean, I say she's one of the top returners in the game, and certainly on that second serve of Valentova, there's not a lot of pace there, so she's going to have chances. And that's a good return there, and that's a good forehand from Eala, but it's still going. Oh, wow, that backhand was very deep from Valentova. I thought it might have been out, and Alex thought it was as well, but she's requested a replay, but it doesn't matter because there was no call from the electronic system, and she can check it, but it's not going to change the outcome. Probably, yeah. I mean, it did land on the line, on the back edge of the line, but it was clearly on the line. So 30-15 as Valentova serves down the tee. Well done. And she's short return there from Alex, and Valentova steps inside the court and finishes off with a nice forehand. A big come on from Valentova, 40-15 now. And she knows that, yeah, Alex is dangerous on return, so she's happy to get a top here. Oh, but that serve is out. Second serve here. Oh, wow, that was extremely aggressive from Alex Eala. I thought it might have been going long, but that forehand must have been in, and that's a great forehand winner for the Filipina. It's 40-30. Well, I mean, maybe almost reckless with, but she's got to be that aggressive. Oh, good return this time with the backhand from Alex. Now she goes for the slice, though. But the backhand there, the slice back by Valentova. This time the backhand was going cross-court from Alex, but she sends it long. And it is 3 games to love to Valentova in this second set. And perhaps the match is slipping away for Alex. There's still only 1 break in it. But, you would think she really has to hold on in this next service game. Of course, still big support there for Alex. As I say, it's only 1 break, but certainly, yeah, I mean, I've been impressed also with how Valentova has stayed on top here. It was a very tight first set. And perhaps maybe Alex needed to take it before it went to a tiebreak. It did seem like she might be able to do that, but yeah, it was a good tiebreak. I mean, I thought obviously Alex did well to come back from 6-3, but it was Valentova who went on to take that tiebreak, and I just felt that that this might happen, that she was going to run away in the second set. It was maybe more important for Alex to win that first set, but as I say, we don't rule out. We know the fighting spirit that Alex has, and she's had some great comebacks. Most recently against Sasnovich. She was 4 love down, almost went 5 love down, and still came back to win that final set in a tiebreak. And then We've also, of course, she was down a set as well. And then, of course, against Clara Towson, obviously down 5-love as well in that final set in the US Open, and coming back to win in dramatic fashion to get her first ever win in the main draw of a major. So let's not count her out just yet. But wow. I mean, that was a good forehand, and it was amazing. Good forehand from Alex Eala, but the backhand that came back to her from Valentova was great cross court, just great work. And Alex was just on the stretch that she managed to lob it back, but then good drive volley there to finish by Valentova, and it's love 15. Decent first serve though, but it comes back, and yeah, that was now the slice. Valentova throwing in the slice that draws the error on the backhand side from Eala. And she's showing a bit more variety now, Valentova. And it's love 30. And that first serve, though, was decent from Eala. The return going long from Valentova. It's 15-30. Yes, certainly, I do think Alex really needs to hold here. You know, Valentova's still playing with a high level. Oh, Alex was running all over the place there. And she gets to, but the backhand is sent way long, and it's 15-40. And that means 2 breakpoint opportunities for the Czech player. Of course, Eala is still up at a career high ranking of 40. It's not a disaster if she loses this match. And of course, she will go on to Dubai next, which is a WTA 1000 event. Oh, that's a double fault though from Eala, and she's going to be disappointed with that as she hands the double break to Valentova, and that means the Czech leads 4 games to love, and that feels like to me that this match is pretty much over. But yeah, impressive with what Valentova has done here. But I think, you know, Alex's level did dip a bit. I mean, it's maybe somewhat expected after that first set, which was a very good first set, actually, in terms of level from Eala. Oh, good return, though, from Eala here. You know, she's still fighting. Good forehands cross court here. And that backhand does go long from Valentova, so it's love 15. Good serve. Good kick out wide from Valentova. And that's 15-all. First serve into the net there from Valentova, so second serve it will be at 15-all. It's returned on the backhand side well by Alex, and then Valentova hits her backhand long, so it's 15-30. And how is this going to go? Okay, serve now from Valentova. Goes long. Can Alex, could she break back here? At least extend the match. See what happens. Good return there from Alex, but Well, Valentova responds well, rushing Alex and eventually able to finish off with a good backhand winner. Yeah, it's a very good backhand, the double-hander from Valentova. Yeah, she hits that shot really nicely. That was a good serve out wide from Valentova, and she's able to finish with a great forehand cross-court inside out, right into the corner. Not much Alex can do about that. And it's 40-30. Valentova now with a game point and a chance to take a 5-love lead in this second set. That was a let, so it's going to be a first serve again for Valentova. That one's out, so it's second serve. Oh, Alex trying to be aggressive there, but the ball comes back and she was kind of caught out of position and makes an error on that backhand side. So that means Valentova does lead 5-love. Only 22 minutes gone on the clock in this second set. The first set took 62 minutes. And yeah, it's been quite a different story in this second set. Yeah, I mean, I suppose the positive you take if you're from Ayala's point of view is that, you know, certainly she did much better than that last meeting, and absolutely the level and intensity was there in that first set. And I think it was more of a case of, you know, she had breakpoint opportunities that other chances she could have taken maybe. And yeah, it was a case maybe of she probably needed to try and take that first set. And because if she does win that first set, yeah, I mean, even I think it would have given her a good chance to go on and win the match, perhaps in 3 sets, but here we are, and it's 5-love down in the second set. I don't think she's going to give up as she comes out to serve to stay in the match. But as I say, she will go on to Dubai next. I think that's going to be. I think she's in the qualies there. I wonder if she'll get a wild card. Certainly, the tournament organisers will be maybe happy to give her one, knowing that, you know, the crowd that she brings. And Alex continuing that aggression, that big aggressive backhand cross court, bringing an error from Valentova. So still continuing that positivity on the court. And she takes that first point in this game, 15-love. Serve down the middle this time, a pretty good one. An aggressive forehand to follow up. She hasn't finished the point yet, though. But she does eventually finish with a nice volley to stab home. And it's 30-love. And you got to respect, you know, the way she's still continuing that intensity. And why shouldn't she? Second serve now for Eala. Oh, she had the opportunity there. But that forehand goes into the net from Eala. Obviously trying to be aggressive. But it's still 30-15. And let's see if she can get a game on the board and make Valentova serve out the match. Well, that is out. That first serve, second serve now. Down the middle. Oh, the return, though, from Valentova goes into the net. She'll be disappointed with that, but it's 40-15, 2 game points. Oh, she was rushed this time in that forehand cross court. Goes wide, and it's 40-30. Still another game point, though, for Eala. Alex Eala starts the serve motion and stops, but now she's going again. Well, that was a decent first serve. Good depth on those forehands. Ball still coming back from Valentova. Oh, the great backhand up the line. Well done. Taking it on the rise at Alex Eala, and she holds on and takes that game. She gets a game, first game in the second set for her, and it's 5-1 to Valentova. So Tereza Valentova leads 5-1. She'll have the opportunity now to serve and serve out the match. Can she do it? Oh, yeah. Good serve out wide, and Alex was there to take the backhand cross court, but it goes wide, and it's 15-love. Rally, a good aggressive forehand there from Eala, 15-all. And the crowd really willing her on. They want to see more tennis, of course. They want to see Alex come back somehow. So 15-all here. Serve from Valentova. Second serve. Oh, that was back in behind there by Valentova. And that was good. And Alex wasn't able to adjust just in time. And her forehand goes into the net, and it's 30-15. Serve from Valentova, down the middle. Alex does get there, but the good forehand from Valentova. Valentova again with another forehand winner. That was really good play from the Czech player, and she now has 2 match points. Yeah, 2 match points now for the 18-year-old player from Czechia. 40-15. That's a good serve out wide. Is she going to finish off? Oh, it's still coming back. And no, that ball lands out. So that is the match there for Valentova. It wasn't to be for the Filipina. And that is a good win for the 18-year-old, 7-6, 6-1. And they give each other a little hug. And unfortunately, for Eala fans, it is the Czech that goes through, and she still has a 100% losing record against Czech players. Obviously not a stat that she wants to continue, but yeah, I mean, as I say, the last time they played, it was 6-1, 6-2 to Valentova. Certainly, it was much better this time round. The first set was very competitive and entertaining. As Eala waves to the fans that have turned up to her, and she smiles, and she gives them blows kisses to them. And they're very excited to be able to see her play. But she loses, and as I say, she'll go on to Dubai next. Yeah, as I say, there's a lot of other matches also going on here this time. Emma Navarro is going through. Obviously, we see there on the screen that Alex has lost the match. I mean, 7-6, 6-1. Also, we've got elsewhere, Siniakova through in straight sets. Yastremska through in 3. Wang Jinyu in straight sets. Noskova 6-4, 6-love against Maya Joint. Kasatkina come from a set down. Bagel in that final set. Karolina Mukova goes on. She will play the winner of this match, Mukova. So it's an all Czech affair in that second round. Karolina Pliskova comes through 6-2, 6-1 against Solana Sierra. Victoria Mbogo 7-5, 6-2 against Buzkova. Ostapenko's down. And Zhang Qinwen returning for the first time in a good long time. 6-4, taking that first set. So, yeah, potentially, but I don't know if we can call it an upset. I mean, I imagine Zhang's a bit. Rusty at the moment. It's not easy to come back to your first match, but she might be able to come back. So elsewhere we've also got to come on grandstand today. We'll have Janice Chen of Indonesia will be taking on Beatrice Haddad Maya. Beatrice Haddad Maya comes in as a lucky loser after Sorana Kirsteyer withdrew. She won that title in the Transylvania Open. So Janice Chen, we'll see if she's able to get a victory. I don't think she's had a victory yet in a 1,000 tournament yet. So that would be a first for her. She was able to get. And Amanda Anisimova is taking on Karina Pliskova. That's 2 slam finalists of past. So, yeah, it'd be an interesting match. That one, of course. Mira Andreeva takes on Magda Lanette later tonight. And yes, so a lot of matches still to come in Doha. And thank you for joining me for this stream. Obviously, the result there is the one, this one here, Alex losing 7-6, 6-1. It was a pretty good first set, as I say, but she probably really needed to win that first set, I think, to take the match. And ultimately, it was Valentova impressively keeping up that level and stepping up. And actually, it was Alex who was struggling to maintain the intensity. But yeah, thank you for joining for this. And I hope to bring more live streams from this tournament. And obviously, maybe in the future for Alex's matches. She's going to go to Dubai next. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.